today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo and the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
Let's
With
go,
Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game. So they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 30.
The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 11 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
Damn it, Jones.
By his tight end, Logan Thomas.
Jones.
Good for 13 and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Raekwon Davis forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo to the right side and complete to Thomas. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13. It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right? You got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A toss running left, Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
First down, Miami.
Fournette, a first down carry. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
It happens.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place. What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down.
Campbell, you dropped the fucking ball. Fucking Campbell. Campbell, why, brother? Brother, why?
It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's
why, brother?
On fourth down.
Why you do me like that?
In terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here.
Why you doing me like that, brother?
Just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brother.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and
a shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The Dolphins
nice, baby.
They bring him down.
That boy got 28 fucking sacks.
He said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last
A
game.
rookie with 28 sacks.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Damn it.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, I picked the wrong play. Fuck it. We'll go with it.
Running out of the gun here.
We'll go with it. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. Good shit, brother.
Across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
I just wanted the first down.
First down as he's brought down
first down, baby.
Give him 2 yards on that play.
First
down. Are going to get a
down.
fresh set of downs.
first down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
That shit
Give him a
closed
couple
up
on the
quick.
carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stepped.
Son of a bitch.
Down he goes.
Oh, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Blink of an eye. That happened.
Son of a bitch.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And
There you go, Urban, baby.
first down as they're able to get the third
Stay
down
on that
conversion.
shit, son.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Damn it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Damn it.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
We're scoreless after 1.
Damn it, son.
With no score.
Boy.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Good shit, Campbell.
making the catch. And he
That was a
takes
little
it
risky,
down
but
to
good
the
shit, Campbell.
10-yard line.
Good shit, Campbell.
11 yards there, 1st down.
First down, Dolphins.
This is Fournette.
No, no,
And he will
no.
maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Yes,
And all about
sir.
timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So
Yes,
that went along
sir.
an 11-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can
Let's
do
go,
this
baby.
time. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player.
That was considered a yard? Yo, that's
Someone with some
bullshit.
excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
No, sir.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Oh, I thought he caught it.
Gonna be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
God damn, this is far.
And it's taken in at the 9.
Ah, damn it.
A very nice
Try to slip that one away.
but they get
Couldn't.
11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
I'll try to
Things
slip away
progressing
from
to
that
plan
one.
so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A throw over the middle,
Good shit,
taken
Campbell,
in,
baby.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers
Good
alive
shit,
and
Campbell, baby.
never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
Oh,
And it
no,
worked all
sir.
really well. Got him not just space, but
No,
plenty of room to
sir.
run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he fires
Yo,
one that's
what
intercepted.
the fuck,
Near
bro?
the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the
I try to throw these
38-yard
quick
line.
slants, and my ass got
He
caught.
didn't want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And 8 at the 41-yard line.
Garoppolo now. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Oh, he got that off just in time. Just in time, baby.
I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Oh, I should have picked it.
It's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync.
I gotta start throwing picks,
and
man.
now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into
Fuck,
coverage,
mate.
and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own, the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
all right, you know what? We ain't on the screen in a hot minute.
Schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Why, dude?
Screen for Breida. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on
rush coming, and he's taken down.
My boy got 29 sacks on the year. It's on week 9, week 10.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
I need the fucking Jets to win.
Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Oh, shit.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Oh, it's It's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the
setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
I slid this shit in barely.
Good gain of 9 on first down.
I got a little bit scared.
Give him 9 on
Pissed
the
my
play.
pants a little
And it'll
bit.
be second and about a yard to go for the first. And again, it's Tagovailoa stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Jason
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Just a little bit better.
Ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Really?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this
Brother.
out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At their own Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading
Poor
back up the
Garoppolo.
field.
It's just too much pressure, man.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
It's alright, you almost.
He will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down.
Almost.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. There's Garoppolo on first and 10. Open man is Myers.
Garoppolo's pass.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that one as that game's gone to halftime. The Beats looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron
Yikes.
Jones has a touchdown on the ground. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
Yo,
what we think they're going
no
to do to
shot,
attack us in the
right?
second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any
It was
adjustments
daylight all
that might
day.
be made defensively.
Shit,
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a third and
shit
3.
crazy,
Not much on
man.
that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly
Crazy.
the way to execute a run
Crazy.
blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's
First
crazy.
down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Under a heavy
Son of a
rush, and
bitch.
down he
I
goes.
literally had the fucking throw.
They need to stop to get back
You
into this
fucks.
game, but here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team are defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, Britta.
Complete to Breida. And they'll get this
Britta.
across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Tua. And he fires one incomplete.
Fuck.
Giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and
What
10
the
from
fuck?
the 33-yard line. Now Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Fournette.
God damn it,
And
dude.
this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage
Motherfuckers
back
read
at
the
the
fuck.
22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic
you literally
because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Gain of 4. Brings up third and
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Jesus Christ.
Though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's 2nd and inches.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And
good shit, Harris, baby.
Take it away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. So they got the deal done, and now he can just focus on football. He's got that behind him. Family not going anywhere, staying put. He can focus on football.
And I like how you mentioned the family, because that's a huge part of it, because everyone needs to be happy and comfortable. And, you know, while this process was going on, people had to be wondering, especially within his own crew, are we going to have to move? Are we going to have to change things? Not anymore. They get to stay where they're comfortable and familiar.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 6 yards away. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for
Yeah,
them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Open man is born.
Damn it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Michel. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tua going to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick-6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick-6. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jair Alexander.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And it's third down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. The open man is Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Damn it.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
For Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little...
Now Garoppolo lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 12.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that
pick
one
you,
away.
baby.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14.
Pick it.
59 yards. Tough to do better than that. Miami set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave him no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in
nice,
his
baby.
And he'll take it across
Easy
the 50
dubs.
and into New England territory.
Midfield to the 49-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Miami, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it was a win.
Easy dubs out there. Just straight easiness. I don't think we actually had somebody get hurt, right? Yep, nobody probably got hurt. Looking like 7-5 on the season. One of the last seeds though. Let's just gotta get past that. Check out injury reports real quick. Davis supposed to come back fully healthy next week, even though he's here already playing. Nice. Have we had any? What other coaching goals have we hit? We've hit. Nice. Now everybody gets a boost. Alright, y'all. I'm going to end it here. Appreciate you coming by.